America? I'm Tom Hand with Americana Corner, and welcome to Preserving America. Today we are spotlighting one of our Americana Corner grant recipients, the Plimoth Patuxet Museums in historic Plymouth, Massachusetts. And joining us is Tom Begley. Tom, welcome to Americana Corner.
Thanks for having me, Tom.
Tom, great to see you. Please tell us about the mission of Plimoth Patuxet Museums.
At Plymouth Patuxet Museums, we tell the story of 17th century New England, the Wampanoag homeland, and the story of the Pilgrims, those passengers that ventured across the Atlantic searching for a better life for themselves in 1620, and then the new system that was created once they all arrived and met here along these shores of change.
Yeah, it's a fascinating site. I understand it's all living history. Is that correct?
That's right. We have 4 living history sites: the historic Patuxet home site, the 17th century English village, the Plymouth Grist Mill, and Mayflower II. Full-scale, immersive environments that welcome people and introduce them to this history in a full sensory experience. So the historic Patuxet home site tells the story of Wampanoag. Those are the indigenous people of southeastern New England, their history and their culture that stretches back about 12,000 years here on this landscape. It's their homeland that the Pilgrims will enter in 1620 and forever change history. In the 17th century English village, people are able to encounter performers who are taking on the role of the people who lived in Plymouth Colony 400 years ago. So it's a first-person experience where you can actually talk with these people as if you actually are transported back in time to 1627. Down at Mayflower II, it's a full reproduction of the ship that carried the Pilgrims in 1620, and it's a working sailing vessel. It was built in 1957, and it's now listed on the National Register of Historic Places. And our last site, the Plymouth Grist Mill, is a full working reproduction grain grinding mill.
Now, I understand the Mayflower II was actually built in England, is that correct? And then they sailed it over in 1957?
That's right. From 1955 to 1957, it was built in Upham Shipyard in Brixham, Devon, England, using mostly period tools. Captain Alan Villiers was the captain of the ship on that voyage, and he was one of the most accomplished sailors of his day. He had never sailed a ship like that before, certainly, almost 300 years since anybody had. And so that's why we love to preserve that ship still today. It's now over 65 years old, and we take great care in keeping it up so that we can continue to learn from it and continue to learn what life was like, 4 centuries ago.
That's really cool. Yeah, I'm anxious to get up there and see you guys, but shifting gears just a bit, tell us a little bit about the grant that Americana Corner gave you and the project that it helped to fund.
The Americana Corner grant has been huge in allowing us to really make a robust, immersive experience in the English village. As you enter a house in the English village, you want to get an understanding of their daily life. We have added amazing new pottery to the spaces, candles to help reflect what life was like, and you realize just how precious electricity is these days. One of our favorite pieces that we're able to share with people now is a washing tub for laundry. Guests really enjoy helping the housewives of Plymouth Colony tend to their daily chores. Conversations about the history and the choices start to take place. And it becomes more than just helping with chores. It becomes an opportunity to really explore this complicated history.
And I think the visitor goes away with a lot more knowledge than they realize just from that conversation they have.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really the power of living history in immersive environments.
I also noticed that you have a great exhibit on the first Thanksgiving, and you have a Thanksgiving dinner offering. It's pretty special. Talk to us about that experience and the exhibit, please.
Yes, we have an exhibit in the Visitor Center at Plymouth Patuxet Museums that explores the history of the event that we know today as the first Thanksgiving, the Harvest Feast of 1621. That was the moment after 1 year of survival, diplomacy with the Wampanoag people. People of Plymouth Colony gathered with Pokanoket Wampanoag and others around a harvest feast that lasted for 3 days. And ever since then, it's become ingrained in American society as a moment to set aside for giving thanks for whatever your blessings are in life at that point. Every year, we host Thanksgiving dinners here at the museum on Thanksgiving Day, all day long and the Friday after. They're one of our most popular events. There are things called harvest dinners that we put on also, where people can actually eat the style of food that would have been here perhaps in 1621. We also do have the more traditional modern Thanksgiving meals offering as well, if that's more your style and more your speed. It's quite amazing when new citizens will come and they'll come through the lobby that day and they'll tell us this is their first Thanksgiving as an American and they chose to have it in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Those moments are never lost on us here.
Well, thank you, Tom, for joining us today. It's been fascinating, and thank you out there for listening. And until next time, may your love of country lead you.